What's going on, everyone? Today on Puddin'S Fab Shop, we're going to resurrect my Ratrod bicycle. We're going to get it ready to take to some car shows with us this summer. Let's get started. So I said Ratrod because, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that term, but we're not even going to cross that bridge right now. We could make a whole video talking about that. This bicycle, a little backstory, it's a bike I got from a kid across the street where I lived in Shreveport when I was stationed down there. I built it to a cool little cruiser to be able to take to car shows with us whenever I worked at Hammer Down Hot Rods down there. And once I moved back, it was always in the shop. I was moving around here or there, and I wanted to get it out of here. Well, I had worked on my sealer, thought I got it sealed up, and I moved it down in there. I hadn't looked down there in a long time, and it turns out I did not get my sealer sealed up. It was very much full of water. The bike's been sitting underneath it. I don't even know for how long now, probably a year. And we need to get it pulled up out of there and see what we're going to do to make this thing ready to ride again. No need for fake patina now. Well, between the pressure washer, the 409, some Scotch-Brite, and the magic sauce here, this thing cleaned up pretty good. My buddy Bill calls this stuff the magic sauce because this shit goes good on everything. A quick list of what I'd done to this bike before. I pipe cut the fork up here, slammed it down, re-welded it. I raked it. I want to say I cut about an inch out of there. And then back here, I want to say I cut about 3/4 of an inch behind the seat post, squatted it down and re-welded it. Re-wrapped the seat. The wheels and tires were new. The black paint's coming off of them now. And I put these big old 8-fingers on here. They always like to slide around. I threw a little 1/2-inch weld on there one time after welding it, made this piece brittle. Now it just likes to break. So the paint started coming off this side over here. So moving forward, we'll take it apart. I think we're going to patch up our patina paint job for now. We'll lube everything, get it put back together, and see if we can't make this thing a roller again. I was about to just start using some rattle can and kind of touching up on this paint here, but just for fun, I'm not a bike guy, this ain't serious, just quick stuff. I think I'm going to build us a filler piece to go in each side, throw a couple Dimple dies and fill this. Thought about doing it before, I don't know if I'll like it or not, so we'll just start by cutting out the first panel, Dimple dyeing it and holding it up there. So let's rock and roll. Well, I'm not real crazy about how that turned out looking. I mean, it's alright, not as good as I was hoping. I don't really have a lot of paint right now, so just throwing some clear coat on it for now. I'm not really too worried about this bike, to be honest. So we'll see if that'll dry up. Kind of hazed over. It's probably too cold and humid to be doing that, but we'll move forward by pulling these apart, lubing up the bearings and everything in here. See if these tires will hold some air, and if so, maybe we'll start putting this thing back together. Also think about if that clear coat will set up, maybe I'll throw some pinstripes on it. I don't know. So let's move forward with this.
Where's my coffee cup at? Damn it.
This one actually feels pretty good, so I'm not even going to tear into it. I'm just going to clean it up, hit it with the magic sauce. Well, let this dry overnight. Turned out pretty cool looking. I'm not a pinstriper. Haven't done that in about 2 years. But I just try to use a lot of bright colors, kind of like what was on the seat. I think it looks cool. Luckily the clear set up better. It's not so hazy, foggy looking. So now I'm going to assemble this thing. The tires held air overnight, which is good. So I'm just going to throw this thing back together real quick. We'll get the handlebars put on, the seat and everything. We'll see what this thing looks like all put together. Well, for throwing this thing together real quick, pretty happy with it. But since I plan on cruising at car shows with it, I realized we forgot one important thing. Cup holder turned out all right. I'm not super crazy about it, but we'll leave it on there. I know some of y'all thinking it's going to be hard to grab, but this will be an extra. One in the hand, one to take with you for when you get where you're going. So the last thing we got to do now is test this thing out, see if we can ride it. 4 tires. Well, that's it. This thing's good enough to ride around and drink beer on at a car show. We didn't get too technical on it, just kind of had fun. It's fun to do stuff like that every once in a while. If you guys have not checked out my other videos, be sure to check them out. Leave me some feedback down below, good or bad, I don't care. Hop over to Instagram, give me a follow on there. Share any of these videos if you feel like it, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.